We welcome you to the Dan Sylvester Gym here at West Warwick High School, where tonight the hosting Wizards and the Warriors from Central Falls will try to punch their ticket to the Rhode Island Interscholastic League Division II Volleyball Championship match on Saturday at Rhode Island College. I'm John Corinthian, Mike Dennis is alongside, and we are almost ready to go as the Warriors, who are delighted to be here, faces a Wizards team that expected to be here.
And I think one of the things that you have to kind of, voice about Central Falls is they come in at the 6th seed? They're not a very high seed, and I'm pretty sure they made an upset.
They indeed came in as the 5 seed.
5 seed. If I'm not mistaken, they had beaten...
On the way, they beat Lincoln.
Yep.
And then the Pawtucket Co-op.
Pawtucket was more of an upset. That team was great. We spoke to the coach early game. She's very positive. I think that's one of the biggest things you got to highlight about her. She's kind of got a, zen about her. Very positive with this young group of boys. She had said that, some of her seniors had came in, freshman, sophomore, and they just stuck with the program.
Val's been waiting for 3 years to get this group of seniors. And then finally, after taking the likes of sophomores and then competing as juniors, she now has a number of seniors who make the core of this Warriors team. She has changed the culture at Central Falls High School the same way that Josh Malloy has turned the corner and changed the culture at West Warwick High School. His roster is as large as a small village, and we see what the results have produced for West Warwick over the course of this 17-2 season. It's loud in here. It's going to get louder. One of the things I noticed, Mike, and not that it means anything about anything, but you come into a basketball game and all the fans are to our left as we look at it here. You come to a volleyball match and they crowd the other side.
They want to see, I guess that's the best angle. No idea.
So if they stayed on the same side throughout the entire 5 games, technically, that would make sense. But when they switch off and switch over, the fans don't move, just the players do. Kind of weird.
Usually depends on, which side the home team starts on. Usually they start on the right.
We have so much more to talk about in the next 5 minutes or so. We'll go over what's happening in the Interscholastic League. Mike's got his eye on a couple of other things that are going on to prepare for the state championships in 3 sports. We will be back with more here at West Warwick High School as we return for the Division II volleyball semifinals in a moment.
Once Molly finished, I go to all of them now. They're all in the playoffs. Baseball, softball, volleyball.
Did you bring hubby along with you? He's hiding. Okay. Back at the Dan Sylvester Gym. Central Falls getting some warm-ups. Off to our left. This is their 3 or 4 minutes of prep time. And the Wizards are just about ready to go. They got here early for the most part. Warriors have got some leapers. And that's what's going to make them dangerous in the front line, hopefully. For them, they realize what they're up against Colin Kelly and Mike Gallo and the rest of the Wizards front line, that deep and talented front line that we have seen now on, our 4th occasion with this team. But the Warriors could jump with them. And the last time these 2 teams played, although albeit the Wizards were on demand, Central Falls is one of the 2 teams to put a blemish in West Warwick's record, which is 17-2. This is not going to be very easy, we think.
He also was resting. He benched 3 starters for being late, which also kind of attributes to that. And the other team they lost to, Cranston West, was D1, who had beaten Hendricken in a very close match that they had played earlier in the season.
We saw Cranston West against Coventry. Very impressive team. and one that was designed to go deep into the playoffs. Hopefully, it just didn't happen. And hopefully that correct.
How you doing? Walking by is the director of volleyball for the Scholastic. He's a nice
that'll be Neil Nakpon, the former head coach of volleyball in Johnson and Wales. Another former John Parenti hire.
John is very familiar with the way he operates. So, John, I'd say it'd be important to mention some of the other Wizards athletes and teams that have made it pretty far in the playoffs. The boys, which you guys will be covering, or you will be covering with NFHS on Saturday after you do your Settling the Score show.
Who knows?
The boys had a great game against North Province, and they gave them kind of a lashing, so to speak, 8-1 win. Richard Grenier pitched Adrian Gonzalez, so coming into states, he's going to have Mike Sabetta and Mason Hunt ready to pitch.
And I guess Mason Hunt's going to get the call tomorrow for the first game. And it'll be Sabetta for the second game, and then Anthony Burt for the third game if needed. That's a pretty good trio.
Yeah.
East Greenwich is going to counter though with Mason Doran and trying to think of who they'll pitch in game 2, but that first will be Doran against Hunt, and anything can happen. But first, it's volleyball. We'll worry about the Wizard baseball team tomorrow when everything happens at Pontarelli Field on the campus of Rhode Island College, once again hosting the Division 3, 2, and 1 state tournaments, also the middle school tournament. I have even no idea how that turned out.
Bishop Hendricken won. Mike Green's favorite.
Not surprised.
Volleyball championship.
Speaking of Mike Green.
Central Falls High School in your Wizards.
Mike doing the PA, gotta like that. Another Parenti protege.
At this time, I'd ask everyone to please stand. Gentlemen, if you're wearing a cap, please remove it.
Before we get to the starting lineups and stuff, I think it's Ava Fernandez singing the national anthem.
Ava Fernandez.
You know what I like best about Ava Fernandez's rendition of the national anthem? No frills, done at a good pace, knows the words properly. She does a great job. Love that kid.
It's kind of cool if you watch football games, when they get to a certain part, they'll raise their helmets and clap them together.
Yeah. So it's a best of 5 to determine who goes to take on Central, Westerly, a 3-1 winner over Central in the other divisional semifinal. In the D2 championship match on Saturday at Rhode Island College. Time still to be announced. We think it might be 3:30. Which means West Warwick fans are going to be at Providence's Pontarelli Field in the Murray Center all day. Hopefully, for them.
I'm pretty sure they're getting a fan bus for Saturday to make sure that people get to both games.
That would mean that people need to be notified by tomorrow of all these plans.
That is true, John.
Frantic. Diego Mancia, Emmanuel Tavares, Anderson Almeida, Rafael Delomba, Brighton Demora, and Giovanni Lopez, the captain for the Warriors, first on the court to face Colin Kelly, Ethan Pereira, Jaden Tao, Colin Kelly, Ian Degnan, and very shortly you'll see Santi Saucedo at the libero spot for the Orange and Black.
Something that we've seen all season is he likes to rest Mike Gallo first and then bring him in later.
Degnan standing along the back line. He'll get the first service. Saucedo comes in for West Warwick immediately. And set number 1 about to begin. Winner gets Westerly. West Warwick has already defeated them. The Warriors fell victim to the Bulldogs earlier this season.
Wesley had beaten Central to get to states.
Degnan service handled in the back row. Flipped on off on the first opportunity by Almeida. That was handled. Free ball coming. Big opportunity for the Wizards here if they get the set. Degnan puts it up. Almeida put it over, but not with a lot of pace. To the opposite side. Saucedo the save, the dig. Almeida will get it over the net. The Wizards take a 1-0 lead. Listen to the crowd. There are a lot of people who really like each other sitting on the right side. Degnan for the second. They go again toward Almeida. Saucedo gets it over. Free ball coming the Warriors' way. And a good dig. That's still a live ball. And a couple of great opportunities there by the Warriors. And a block at the net by Almeida. Degnan got it over. Set the back row. And a whistle. That's going to be a carry. But a magnificent start and a losing point for Nicholas Gonsalves. Yet another of the seniors for Central Falls. Val starting all seniors. That's going to be a violation as well. That's going to be another violation at the net.
And something you got to credit Central Falls is that they've played incredible defense. They have not let anything get by easy. A lot of athletic plays.
When you and I were talking to Val, she mentioned the fact that they are playing such ridiculous back row play. It's meant a lot in their quarterfinal and semifinal round wins. Degnan serve a little bit too long, and the Warriors go to the offense for the first time, down 1-3.
And you got to say something that they've been a playoff riser, beating Pawtucket and
Brighton Demora, dug by Saucedo. That's going to go right back to the Wizards. On a net violation up front.
here he comes in, Mr. Gallo.
Michael on the left side. Almeida, who had 6 key points in the quarterfinal round win. Handed off to LaBella. That's going to be off the hands of Ethan Pereira. So they rotate to Emmanuel Tavares, the Warriors do. And he properly throws it into the net. 5-2 West Warwick. Free ball coming. Almeida off the back row. The set for Gallo. Handled again in the back row by Demora. That's cross-court winner. It's going to be too strong. And the point will go to the Warriors.
Santiago's going to come back in for Liam Sisson.
For defensive purposes. Sandy's had a nice year, as the Wizards libero. Osmina takes the serve. Kelly found an open spot and just deposited it. Pereira serves. It's out. Shake and right. Steven Agbanillo comes in. Here's Captain Giovanni Lopez for the Warriors. The jump service, not very flat. Degnan thought he found the spot. Over by Agbanillo. Gallo. Will they set him up again? Nope. They go middle. Lopez passed up front. Kelly under that, the call. So the Warriors looking for a tie right here in the first set. Lopez looking for his third point. That may have been out. Saucedo kept it. Kelly got it over. That one may have been out as well. Libero set. Kelly the block. And they'll score it off that block. Josh Malloy hands the ball off to Jaden Tao, who'll serve with the Wizards up skittily at 7-5. That's out. 2 unforced errors by the Wizards off service. And again, the lead is back down to 1. For Kelly. Another good dig. Saucedo to Degnan. He tried to surprise. Wasn't able to do so. That was punched into the net. That's a Wizard point. Santi Saucedo with the 2-point lead. Jump serve for the Wizards. Handled in the back row by Lopez. That's going to be too strong.
Look at my right. I'm seeing a lot of Wizards students, seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen.
That said, the stands is packed, and that's long.
You wonder how it's going to look at Rick.
I think you're going to get a lot of people coming from the baseball game over to watch the volleyball team. Make it a day in the capital city. Osmina couldn't beat the block. Kept alive by Lopez. Degnan saved by Gonsalves. That one covered by the back row on the far side. Block covered by Osmina, but goes on the bounds. And the Warriors keep hanging around, down 1. (6-5, 7-6, 9-8). 1-point leads. Rodriguez the serve. Free ball coming. Osmina gets it over. Lopez the set. That's out.
Not seeing a lot of kill scores from for the Wizards. Been a lot of violations and out of bounds.
One by Osmina, one by Kelly, one by Pereira. That's it. Service rotates back to Ian Degnan, who started the match. Lopez has got to put it over and does. Saucedo to Degnan. There's a good block up front there by Almeida. And that point's going to go right back to Central Falls. Every time the Wizards creep to a 3-point lead, the Warriors close to within 1. Brian Semedo, Bastos to Mora. his full name. Degnan gets it right back. Warriors want a point, and they're going to get it on the double hit off Degnan. That's the proper call.
Degnan's not very happy. He was arguing with the ref on the other side of the net.
Went off Ian, then it went off the net, then it went back off Ian. That's a double hit. Demora once again, long.
Gallo comes back in.
Michael reappears on the left side. Osmino looking to get a direct. Lopez the set. That was going to be too strong. It's going to be a lift anyway. I'm watching Rodriguez off the back row of the libero getting an awful lot of touches. I believe he was the rock that Coach Val was talking about to us before the match. The joust won by the Wizards by Pereira. There's Rodriguez again. Degnan serves. That one's blocked. That one's jousted home to the Wizards. Still on the play and out. Themselves a little bit too strong.
Central Falls' coach has been pretty vocal through this first set.
That's an ace.
That just goes to highlight the positivity that she brings to this young group of men, or boys, if you want to say that.
We haven't seen an awful lot of Liam Sisson, but he's serving now, and that one is a great save. What a play by Giovanni Lopez. And smacked down by Michael Gallo.
And that's what in sports we call a momentum shift. Get the crowd going, get the bench going.
Gets the lead back up to 3. Sisson again. Goes long. To my count, that is 5 out of bounds serves. 2 to the side, 3 to the back line. They'll set Gallo again. Lopez will set far side. And I believe that was Gonzalez. Yes, it was. So Nicholas with a couple in the first game. And once again, the lead is back down to 1. Put it to the far side, and Colin Kelly is there.
Pereira to go to the line.
2 at the block for Slim. Pereira hides out. Well-paced serve. Lopez is going to feed again. That one handled by Osmina. Degnan tried to puppy it over. Kelly's going to go high from the block. They beat the block. It goes out of bounds to the Wizards.
You got to think for Colin Kelly, he's relieved he didn't get a fingertip on that one. It just went sword right out.
Lopez another touch. Opposite to Gallo, no question about it. Pereira looking for another point here to get it up to 5. That would be the Wizards' biggest lead so far. Except for the fact that Giovanni Lopez shocked everybody. That young man knows how to play some volleyball. Lopez falls to the back line and ready to serve. Saucedo, Degnan saves. The Wizards manage to get it over. Rodriguez to Abanigo.
And
the chant was, he's a freshman. Agbanigo. Saucedo to Degman. Gallo blocked. So go to the middle. Kelly handled there by the freshman. Kelly once, Kelly twice. Second time is the charm.
Hey, something that you got to credit the Central Falls team with. They're making noise in the gym without having a very big fan section, getting the players in the game. And that's highlighted by their coach.
They're feeding off it, yeah. The set mishandled by Kelly at the net. Central Falls down by 2. Gonzalez will serve. Osmeda for the point for the Wizards. Alex is so steady, never gets unraveled. That's proven right there. Lead back to 3. Big point right here. Saucedo made it playable. Osmeda got it over. We'll see. It's a point to the Wizards. What's the call? Double hit. Confirmed by the floor judge. Or the floor ref. Saucedo again tried to hit the 0. And that'll be a point to West Warwick.
Magical number 4 hits.
Timeout.
You want to keep it here,
Falls.
John? What's the plan?
Yeah.
Wow. I think that this has been one of the best sets I've seen, you know, between two teams, defensively, offensively, the hustle, the athleticism.
That's something we expect out of Central Falls. Again, despite the fact that we've talked ad nauseum about the fact that West Warwick, when they played, basically had 3 players that were benched and ended up losing. But you know what? Even with those 3 players, who knows what would have happened? They might have lost anyway. It might have taken 5 sets. My tournament passes come unraveled. So I have to make a little quick repair. Going to use this tomorrow. Or Saturday, I guess. The teams break their respective huddles.
Who's the guest for Settle the Score this week?
Question mark.
Question mark?
Yep.
You know, it's pretty entertaining. I like watching it.
We love doing it. Saucedo for the potential 22nd point, and he gets it. Too far in front of Rodriguez to make a good play to it and to get it up a little bit so that it can be served, but Santi again. Too long. 6 unforced errors for points. Almeida returns to the lineup for Central Falls. It'll be Rodriguez to serve. He's one of the few juniors on this team. That was handled by Tau. And tossed over the net for the point. Sisson scores the 23rd point. Lopez got it off. The block is going to be too strong. The play was there. Just too much. Demora trying to get the Warriors back in it. Sauceda into play. Degman. Lopez again. It's Rodriguez on the free ball. Sauceda to Degman. Good play by Sisson. And then slammed down by Pereira.
You gotta love that Ian's trying to do a little bit of Houdini misdirection magic.
They've used 6 players up front. And Val uses her second timeout. It's set point for the Wizards. Believe me when I tell you, I don't know if they were expecting as tough a first set from Central Falls as they're getting, but they're getting it.
I mean, you have to think that, from a coaching standpoint for Josh Molloy, if they've beaten Pawtucket and come into this, as a lower seed than what was expected, you have to think that there's something that's winning them those games.
And with the advent of them to check out matches online and such, you come back a little bit better prepared. And if everybody's watching, everybody's learning. Didn't have that in my day. They just about had television in my day. What am I talking about?
They had radio, though. You could hear what's
going on. They did have
on.
radio, yeah. Little transistor radios about yay big.
Thanks
all right.
for making me feel young and make yourself feel old.
This is set point in the first set for West Warwick. Alex Osmina shanks it wide. 7 Central Falls points have been scored on West Warwick serving mistakes. But a serving mistake here from Tavares will give West Warwick the win in the first set. Gallows just have to put that one over. Lopez will set. Osmina kept it alive. Pereira was able to get it over. The dink accepted by Gallo, who now comes back with the furler, a killer, and a winner. Mike Gallo's third kill of the first set gives West Warwick the first set here at the Dan Sylvester Gym. We'll pause. West Warwick leads at 1-0. Back with the second set in a moment. Back at the Dan Sylvester Gym, 1-0 Wizards. A hard-fought 24-19 win. Got anything for me there?
Mr. White had suggested that I'd credit our young producer behind us, Jordan Spino McCaffrey. He's learning the ropes, but he's going to get there. Eric White, for the first time in probably forever, is on the camera tonight. That's something that you really have to credit Eric White for his dedication to the program, Mr. White. And being short-staffed, he kind of made it go through. And Portia Clevenger, and I'm pretty sure she's a freshman, on the other camera. And I'm assuming by the fact when I looked up behind me and saw that her and Mr. Gallo are pretty acquainted, that she's one of his students.
The Wizards break with Sisson, Degnan, Osmina, Kelly, Tau, Sauceda. Val's off in the corner with the 6 she wants. I expect Lopez and Gonzalez and Tamora to be up front with Almeida and Rodriguez the libero, but we'll see how she plays it first. Again, the winner gets Westerly, a 3-1 winner over Charahoe Saturday at Rhode Island College, supposedly at 3:30 after the baseball game, which is at noon against East Greenwich.
And she's going to break her huddle. Here we go. About 5 seconds away from action resuming.
Emmanuel Tavares will serve first for the Warriors. He is filling in. Delaba is the 6th. So the libero is not there yet. Rodriguez, we expect to see him after the first point. Tavares has Delaba and Demora in his backcourt. Now they'll put Rodriguez in. Delaba comes out.
And the theme stays the same for the Wizards. They're going to start without Kelly and without Gallo.
Degnan will set for Sisson. Let me tell you something. Lane Sisson's had a pretty good outing so far. We haven't really seen a lot of him. And that's the beauty of that West Warwick team. They're just so deep. Free ball coming. That's in.
Barely.
Demora on the play.
That's just a good way for him to, spot the hole and just get it to where it needs to go.
1-0. Degnan. Osmina the save. There's another opportunity that's kicked over. And it's going the other way.
You know what, John, this reminds me of? You ever played the board game Battleship?
Yes.
They're placing their pegs where they need to go, and they're finding the holes, but...
I haven't played in like 45 years, but...
It's pretty much the same game.
I think we were playing for beer back then. Good block there up front by Delaba. Gonzalez, score it.
Great way for Gonzalez to find the hole again. Something you got to credit Central Falls for is just the accuracy of where they put the ball, just getting it just by the defense of the West Warwick Wizards.
They're turning this thing into a rock fight. Degnan, that one's going to be trouble. 4th hit. This time it's the Warriors with the fast lead. Pereira from Degnan.
Big question, here we go. Gal's going to come in for Tao. No sign of Colin Kelly yet. He's kind of just sitting down.
The Wizards are noticeably deeper. They've already run through, 11 players?
That's something that Josh Malloy definitely has is advantageous here, is that he has a lot more depth to be able to kind of just run through and sub.
Yeah, Val is basically gone with an iron 7. Lopez, Delaba, Gonzalez, Demora, Almeida, Rodriguez, Mancia, and Tavares. And Mancia started, but we haven't really seen him since.
So something that was pretty interesting that I just saw, John, that you might have not seen. A floor judge ran over to a fan. I don't know who it is. It kind of looks like Mrs. Gallo, and I think maybe it told her that she needs to sit down. I have no idea what just transpired there. Kind of gave her like a, finger and said something. I have no idea.
That one's going to be long. Try for a cross-court winner. Falls empty. And Alex Osmina will get it back to the Wizards with a chance to tie.
I'd love to know what she said to Mrs. Gallo.
Alex didn't get the start that he wanted on that ball. Got his arm out a little bit too late. Ended up in the net. Now it's Lopez. Sisson to Sauceda, back to Sisson. Williams going to get it back. That one's blocked. Sauceda with the back row attack. Gonzalez. Blocked by Pereira. Point to the Wizards.
I'm going to assume the man that just walked in front of us has some kind of importance with Central Falls. Maybe an AD.
That ball was tipped. West Warwick has now scored the last 5 points of the match.
Did you say West Warwick?
I'm sorry. The other guy's there.
Central Falls.
Kelly. Oh, great play by Mike Gallo's foot. Man. Gallo for the kill. Cross court. Rodriguez saved it. To the near side. Pereira, that's going to be a point.
What a way to end that point. Mike Gallo with a great defensive play. Keeps the point going. Goes for a kill attempt, and then the kill is given to Pereira.
Feet count. 6-5 Central Falls. Nice save by Lopez. Kelly says, I jumped straight up, ref, right in front of you. And they call a violation against him. Colin wants to know if it was against him. It may have been against Pereira. Slim thinks they caught him. 7-5 Warriors. Rodriguez. Digged in the set. That's a block. Agbanigo, the freshman, again.
Make that chant one more time. Let it be known.
Val's going to coach another 3 years if it means having him around. Dignan sets Kelly. Miss hits and unforced errors have hurt the Wizards. They now find themselves down 4 here in the second set. Rodriguez going to hand on it. Did it again. Free ball. They'll score on that one too. Central Falls by 5. Josh Malloy is going to call timeout.
You know, someone who I haven't seen in this building, John Parenti. I was going to say Mr. Parenti. I don't know why. It's weird when I usually call him
I don't either.
I haven't seen our AD, James Alves. Maybe he's in the stands somewhere.
I don't see. I see his cousin Sharon, another proud member of the class of '73. Jim was at the track and field meet because his son was doing the high jump. That was 2 days ago, so I don't know. He's probably watching intently at home, chewing his fingernails, hoping to get another team into the finals.
Teams are going to break. We're going to get back into the action here at Dan Sylvester Gym.
We have seen so many teams, Mike, over the course of this spring who are going to be in the championships this weekend at Rick. The West Warwick and East Greenwich baseball teams, the Johnston and Pontiac softball teams,
That Ponteganza team is legit.
Yes, they are.
We'll talk about that later.
Right here, 10-5, and Rodriguez trying to serve the 11th point. Got to go over from the back row. Pereira swipes it over. The play to Tavares in the block. Kelly second and assist there from Degnan. Wizards trying to battle back from 5-10. Kelly hit it right into a bunch of Warriors. It's Tavares again. The cross-court try is too strong.
Our humble cameraman, Caleb Spice, is over here. If you're watching from the Westward High School TV, he just released his cheerleading documentary, which was a 33-minute.
Degnan to Kelly. Found the spot again. Sometimes you don't have to smash the ball. You just find that open lane.
Just to finish my point, he released his cheer documentary, which followed the Dynasty Wizards, that he calls it.
The football dynasty was super. Did a great job. Tao served to the back row without a problem. That one's going to be long.
John, is that because your voice is one of the highlighting features of it?
No. I had nothing to do with it at all. Timeout for Coach Val. Wizards have scored the last 4 points now. This is kind of a topsy-turvy game. We'll see.
And I think it just goes to highlight how Central Falls has made it this far in the Scholastic League playoffs. And they've played a lot of good volleyball coming into the playoffs, beating, 2 seeds higher than them.
The Wizards, on the other hand, have outscored their opponents 18-2 since losing to Central Falls. That was back on May 6th. Overall, the Wizards have outscored their opponents in their 19 games, 53-12. It's not too shabby.
Central Falls, yeah, they beat Lincoln and they come to playoffs.
Jaden Tao to tie the match at 10.
And to correct myself, it was Central that beat Pawtucket and went on to play Westerly, which was done by 321 Media and their crew down there.
Tao into play. Perez into my hands. Off the right shoulder.
Where do they want me to throw it?
Tao says, I'll take it, Mike.
I was looking for Maui.
That point will go to the Wizards. Hit the antenna. 6 in a row now for West Warwick. 6 in a row for Tao.
And John Parenti's been hit by 1 ball.
Won't be the last time. Tao miss hits. Ends his string.
This is a close, gritty set. Highlighted by the Central Falls athleticism. They've shown through the first 2.
J.P. Smolens is here getting some of the footage. Osmina with authority.
And for our viewers at home that might not know who he is, who does he work for?
Everybody knows who J.P. Smolens is.
I don't.
The high school reporter for Channel 12.
Channel 10 wanted to do a story on us.
That's going to go off. No, it's not. It's called in. Right in front of the floor official.
And Mr. JP grabbed the ball and threw it to the Central Falls.
Emmanuel Tavares to serve. Free ball handled by the back row. Lopez nothing.
Is that the freshman they were chanting about?
No.
No, okay.
That was their senior captain. Wizards back up by 1. Degnan ready. Lopez the set. Gonsalves. Handled by Tau. Osmina from the outside. That was going to be on the opposite side of the antenna. And another point to the Wizards. Off the Degnan serve, they tried to go to the middle. They tried to hit the 0. Miss hit by Sisson.
And this game's starting to kind of highlight some of the flaws that you might be able to see in, this Wizards front line.
There have been a few. Sisson, handled along the back row, now Tavares. Sauceda to Degnan, and the kill by Osmina into the second row. DeLomba back in the ball game for Central Falls. It's DeLomba, Gonzalez, and Lopez up front. Rodriguez in the back along with Nomura and Emmanuel Tavares. Gallo, his 4th. Osmina to serve in the 3-point lead. Free ball coming. Sauceda to Degnan, who'll pump it over. That's going to go over. Rodriguez sets Lopez, who set Demora, and he'll score. Or DeLomba. Keep thinking this is Friday. No idea why.
It's a Tuesday, John.
I'm anticipating a big Saturday. I think that's why. Giovanni Lopez to serve. The Warrior captain with the jump serve. Osmina put it over. A trickier hit than it looked like. Degnan sets far side. Nothing there for Gallo. Degnan got him out of position, but the point's going to go to Central Falls as Ian was over the net. So 16-11 becomes 16-15 in a hurry. Lopez again. Gallo handled off the ceiling.
HVAC unit.
Pereira, point to the Wizards.
I'm surprised they didn't say the crowd interfered. It kind of looked like he had a chance. And
well, I think it was tipped, so they had to call it anyway. Ooh, that is off the head of Giovanni Lopez. On a thrill kill by Kelly.
looks like Colin Kelly was going for the kill shot. Are they going to take him out? No, he's going to stay in. Oh, they didn't. We're going to have a little injury timeout.
Just to make sure we're all set.
That's like a concussion shot.
That was hit with some fury. Lopez is going to send at least 1 point out. Dagnan's going to serve long. I mean, no,
he's still in. He was all the way to the, what,
Oh, he's back in now, yeah.
Wow.
I don't think you can take that kid out. A senior captain in what could be his last game, you're not taking him out. Kelly, it's a pretty block. Slim got it back and gave it the little dink. This might be the strongest six that Josh Malloy can put out there. Sauceda, Osmita, and the Silva Pereira in the back. Rodriguez hitting it. Kelly sets it down. It goes over. It's a brilliant play by Central Falls. Kelly again, too strong. Wizards want a tip. Officials say no. There'll be no call reversal.
The floor referee is very firm on her standing. And they're going to call a little umpire's huddle, if you like to say that. Or
Ladder official will call a little conversation. A lot of head shaking of no. The line judge on the near side here basically saying, it's not my call.
And this could be a key reversal. Put the Wizards at 20 and it would put Central Falls at 18.
Fabiachikova with her team taking advantage of it, like it's a timeout. And the call is going to go to Alex Osmita. And I think Alex is going to get a no. Correct. Big point for Central Falls. It goes from 2016 to 1917. Rodriguez puts it in play. Osmita to Degnan. Pereira from the back row. Near side, Kelly the block. Second time Tavares. Good dig there by Pereira. Degnan can't put it over. And it bounces in front of Rodriguez.
Gallo's going to come out. Tao's going to go to the line.
Tao had that 5-point run. If he does it here, they're up 2-0. Hang time for the freshman there. Osmita says, I'll do it myself. Got a hustle. Free ball. Got it over. Kelly. Wides, misses. Degnan. Nothing there either. Degnan again tries. And then a freshman mistake by Agbanigo.
Crowd erupts on that one.
Now, if the crowd was really mean, and they're not, they would have been the ones yelling, he's our freshman. Tavares, oh, what a throw.
I'm surprised we haven't heard that you can't do that. If anyone watching is a basketball fan, when they occur a personal foul or a shooting foul, they'll have to say that. Or for football, for flags.
I would have loved to have had a radar gun on that Tavares kill. Warriors down 3. Degnan sets Kelly.
That's 4.
Another great foot play this time by Saucedo. And right back to the Warriors and Giovanni Lopez.
21-19, wow.
They're pesky. They play hard. Central Falls is a very good representative in the semifinals. Brighton DeMora serves. Degnan goes far side. Osmita, that's going to be a carry.
Yeah, it kind of looks like he just picked the ball up and threw it.
Yep. Santi Saucedo, the senior libero, needs 3 points to give his team a 2-0 lead. Rodriguez accepted it. Tavares blocked by Sisson. That's going to go right back to Central Falls.
This is a nail-biting, close playoff action we love to watch, huh, John?
Warriors need this set. Come all the way back. You fall by a couple. Yeah. Degnan toward the net. Osmina got it over. Gonsalves unable to get it over the net, but we have a whistle and another confrontation here with the officials. Conversation about somebody who may have been on the net. We'll see.
Feels like this lady loves these close calls. She's made a lot of them tonight so far. We're only through 2 sets. They're debating.
Here's the call. It's a Central Falls point. And now the explanation to Alex Osmina.
So it's going to be what, 21-21?
Should be 22-21, I think.
The thing I'm wondering is when they're going to give the Wizards one of these close calls.
See, Josh Malloy is thinking the same thing over there on the Wizards bench. A chance to tie for the Warriors in a set they badly need. Degnan sets, Osmina had it blocked. Alex again had that one blocked. Sisson saved it. That's going to be over. The joust won by Central Falls. And they're going to win that one too. A net violation. Ties in at 22. Emmanuel Tavares. Degnan got it over, just hung up there. Gonsalves, the block, and the lead to the Warriors. Timeout, Josh Leroy.
This is a great use of the timeout here. Gather the team, being down in the set.
A lot of it has been West Warwick's own undoing.
John, I see a name that you might know. Jared Shibley's here.
Fine running back during his playing days on the football field up north.
He also, if I'm not mistaken, it was my sophomore year of summer. He was the strength and conditioning coach for the Wizards football team. He ran a couple of speed sessions, weight room lifts. And one of his favorite proteges is right next to him, Mike Anderchow, older brother of Nick. He's going to
Dean College.
With Colin, too.
Yep. Going to be Bulldogs.
Speaking of Nick, there he is.
So here's the point the Wizards really need. And again, it's Emmanuel Tavares to serve for the Warriors. Degnan sets Osmina, blocked at the net by Giovanni Torres. Or Lopez, I should say. And that one plugged down by Gonsalves. And now the Warriors are a point away from tying this thing at 1. Osmina off some fingertips, slowed it down. That will win it for Central Falls. The Warriors take the second set. the one they badly needed. You don't want to fall down 2-0 to this team in their home court with their depth and their ability to wear you down. That's not going to happen tonight. Back with set 3 in a moment. The people here at the Dan Sylvester Gym starting to realize they may be here a while now. It's a best of 3 to punch the ticket to the state championship Division II game on Saturday. Welcome back to the Dan Sylvester Gym. Mike Dennis alongside. I'm John Parenti. Eric White, the crew from WWHS-TV here, doing some dutiful work for 321 Media as well tonight.
Yeah, John, I'm wondering if you want to have a little conversation about what happened for the Ponegants and Kent County game.
When we go to the 4th game, how's that?
Sounds like a good time to do it. For West Warwick, they got to do some of the same and clean up the sloppy mistakes they've been making. For Central Falls, keep it going. The athleticism is what winning these points. They're getting to the balls. They're making sure that they don't fall, and they're finding the spots, and you find, like I said, referenced before, like a battleship game.
And its attitude. I mean, you look at their body language. You look at what Val does and how she drives them. This is a well-coached, pretty well-polished team from Central Falls High School. And they're playing their best volleyball of the year right now, and that matters a little bit too.
Especially against the 1 seed that's only lost 2 games and only 1 in Division II. A game that they had won. I'm curious, do you know how that game went? Was it close?
Which one?
Central Falls when they beat West Warwick.
The 4th game was, I think, 25-21. But again, West Warwick, because of their situation and the fact that 3 players had to be benched, a little flat. I mean, really, that was only a matter of not even a month ago.
Josh Miller is just trying to make sure, I think, his team behaves as well as they can and follows the protocols that he's laid down. Land of the law, so to speak.
For the Warriors, Rodriguez is the libero. He's got Demora on one side, Gonsalves on the other. Tavares is up front with Lopez and Demora. Wizards begin set 3. Free ball's going to go over. Handled by Tau. The set for Osmina is in.
Central
Warriors
Falls
don't think so.
Does not like that call. They're going to review it? Nope.
Home crowd pumped. Taking it to Rodriguez. Lopez the set. That kill right out in front by Anderson Almeida. Textbook stuff. Tavares serves. Goes right back to Pereira. Blocked by Almeida. Hasmina blocked by Rodriguez. Hasmina blocked at the net once again by Almeida. With some help from Lopez. That one would have been out.
Hustling to keep it in.
For Hasmina again, too strong. I think Alex thought it was touched. It was not.
You have to tip your cap to this coaching. She's just amazing. Debatably one of the best coaches I've seen all year on an opposing side for the games I've called. Her and Lincoln's coaching for softball.
Hasmina again, this time for the point. Mike Gallo back in. Hasmina joins him in the 4-kill club. Good layout by Lopez. They erupt on the play by Gonsalves.
And she's as in it as the players are. She's, celebrating the victories and coaching on the losses. Every single point.
Loving every second of it, too.
That's passion.
Nice play there by Gallo. Unfortunately, couldn't get it high enough for Dykeman to handle. Double hit called. Warriors by 2. This now becomes the pivotal set. In a 1-1 tie, and there's a net violation. Almeida puts the net serve down. And Liam Sisson steps up. Lopez to set to the net. And that was hoisted down. As DeLobo makes it 5-3.
Central Falls is carrying that momentum that won him that last set into this set.
The freshman Ag Bendigo is in. Giovanni Lopez serves. Kelly got it over. Goes for the block. Tried to turn it in and failed.
Central Falls is trying to ride it, the momentum as long as they can, keeping it going.
Sauceda, the set to Gallo, the block by the freshman. Ag Benito now with 4 blocks. To go on with a couple of kills. Kelly gets it over. Now they go to the Wizards. Net violation charge to Gonsalves. Lopez, DeLobo, Gonsalves, Almeida, Mancia, Tavares, a couple of others. All members of the senior class at Central Falls. Here's an ace. Pereira trying to single-handedly bring the Wizards back to within 2. Ethan's had a great year. A little help from the net. Lopez, Gonsalves, Sauceda was there. Lopez again the set, over Kelly's block. That's been effective all night. Slim again. Gonna go, won't go. Credit the play to the kid again. Degnan sets Kelly, tried to get cute with it. Rodriguez was right there. That'll be 4 hits.
Val's smiling ear to ear. She's happy for what she's seeing. Central Falls is not making it easy for us to score.
I think you and I are falling in love with the team with the red, white, and blue. Oh, what a play there by Tao. Salcido put it over. Degnan, Asmina. That's a big play by Gonzalez. Point to the Wizards. Val's not only going to be excited and happy with her team's play, she's going to be delirious. Lopez. That's a little bit too strong.
She's vocal about exactly what needs to be changed, what needs to be worked on, and it feels like those changes are going into effect, and very positively.
Pair of snowmen on the scoreboard. Lopez, who set the ball extremely well all night. Kelly, right into the chest of Rodriguez. Slim now with 5 in a couple of blocks. Jaden Tao. Gotta go over here. Lopez got it over. The set to the near side, and Asmina rocketed by Lopez. Lopez's try this time goes awry.
Something you got to credit these fans for. They're having kind of like a noise effect on Central Falls, kind of like a Ohio State whiteout game.
Lopez sets near side. Miss hit by DeLoma. Jaden Tao's on a couple of nice runs. As soon as I say that, it ends.
Always got to jinx it, huh, John?
Gotta shake that. 54 years of doing that to kids. Well, I'm surprised no one strung me up.
I think there's a bunch of play-by-play and color guys that have done that for the history of sports.
Rodriguez serves. Tao is there. Kelly off Rodriguez's fingertips. Gonzalez went 4 rows up to get it.
Wizards lead, but it doesn't feel like that from looking at the Central Falls side.
Sauceda in play. Free ball coming. No, it's not. It hits the head of the Wizard on the floor. Bayaskacheva calls timeout. Lead is 4 here at the Dan Sylvester Gym, and we are simply being entertained. This is fun. I don't know how many of us expected this, but we're getting quite the effort from Central Falls.
I gotta say, in like the 17 games I've done, I think this has been the most entertaining by a long shot. It even outbeats the game that I watched when the boys played St. Ray's in round 1, when Nick Anderich had the 2 home runs he had.
I thought you were talking about 17 volleyball matches.
No. The only sport I haven't done is football, and hopefully next year that will change.
What did you want to talk about between sets? We were going to talk about this. Is probably as good time as any to bring it up.
Oh, the Pontiac softball team and Kent County's end.
It's another team that never gave up.
That Pontiac team is disgusting. For as low as a seed they came in as, they were just on fire.
And they proved it the very next day by bashing Portsmouth.
Oh my God.
Rodriguez accepts the serve. Gonzalez put it over, but to no avail. Asmina sent it cross court. And that try is going to be long across the court.
This young group of men from Central Falls, they're rotating nicely, getting back to the spots they want to be in and they're comfortable in hitting. Very quick, instantaneous rotations.
Gonzalez pumps it further across. Tavares was there. Cross court. Oh, Asmina was blocked. That's a combination of Almeida and Ike Benigo. For Ike Benigo, unofficially, 4 blocks, 4 kills. Just the freshman. So Sina handling the serve. Asmina goes to the corner. Free ball. That's going to be called the lift, I believe. No, double hit. Doesn't matter. It's still going to be a Central Falls point.
These violations are starting to stack up in a bad way for the Wizards.
They're already in double figures. Sisson put it down. That's a Wizard point. Towering fly ball to center field.
Not gone. Caught by the fielder.
Lopez the set. A little bit too close, but it's going to be okay. Credit the play by Demora.
I'm curious if she's played volleyball at like the high school level as well.
Oh, Val, yeah, she played at the collegiate level, I believe, for Rhode Island College.
He's only been coaching, what, 14 years, she said, 2012?
Yep.
Started just with this young group of men here, what, 5 years ago?
Started with the girls. Had the boys for 5 years. That one's going to be out. The Warriors creep back to 3. Almeida wants a couple more.
I hear a little bit of chirping from the fans behind us about the referee. It's not a good idea.
No.
They'll kick you out in a second.
Free ball by Sauceda. Handled easily by Demora. Block at the net by Pereira. Lopez tried to get one himself. Couldn't do it. That's cross-court try. He's going to be long.
John, speaking about that, has there ever been a time that you've seen a fan be kicked out by an umpire or a ref?
Oh, yeah.
In volleyball, too?
Yep. You forget I spent 15, 16 years at Johnson & Wales? It's not happen often. Students mostly.
Hall of Famer.
That kill by Pereira gives the Wizards a 3-point lead again.
Kelly comes back in to fortify the front wall. Sisson goes to the line.
Pereira, Gallo, Kelly up front. Liam Sisson the serve. Indecisiveness there by the Warriors. Kelly says, I'll take advantage of that. Seven now for Slim. Lead is 4. That's an ace. And a huge, huge serve by Liam Sisson.
I got to say something for our West Fork fans watching home, and presumably Mr. James Oz. This has been one of the best athletic events we've covered all year.
Agreed. Kelly goes with a kill. Wizards get the point. This is edition number 31 for us on 3-2-1. Well, I don't think we had a better one.
timeout called by Val. She's going to talk to the team as Wizards reach that magical threshold of 20.
So let's get back to the punt against the softball team and what they've done and what they're going to have to do tomorrow, or Saturday, to beat Johnston.
They play today.
3. That's right, they played today. Knew someone was playing today.
Playing right now, actually.
Well, with all that bringing up you were doing the other day, I'm going to order you to do it now. Give me a Panther Chieftain score, Mike.
1-0.
Final?
No. Top of the first, Boudreaux struck out one, walked one, struck out another, walked another, and struck out another.
Typical
Johnson
Haley
comes out to the bottom of the first. Haley Boudreaux strikes out. Cologne walks. Bella Boudreaux scores off of a triple, clearing off. She's been ferocious in these playoff games. She wasn't amazing in the regular season, but she's been disgustingly good in the playoffs. She's been a riser.
Lead is 6. Rodriguez. Gonsalves blocked by Kelly at the net. Try again. For Gallo, that's blocked. For Kelly. 4 hits. Lopez wants to tie sneaker.
And we're approaching flow state, as they like to call it for the Wizards, of pure focus.
Sisson trying to lock it up. Kelly beaten at the net by Lopez. He can play. What a great all-around player.
He's not very tall either. It's a lot of just athleticism and speed. Kind of feels like I'm watching movie Coach Carter, Samuel L. Jackson. He made them run. And it feels like Val's done that with the Central Falls team too.
Gallo taken along the back row by Tavares. Kelly another block.
And that's something he's familiar to from the basketball season. Could average like 3 blocks a game.
2 blocks, 4 kills in this set alone. Wizards by 7. By far their biggest lead of the night. Lopez, perfect set. Unfortunately, DeLoba knocked it wide right.
Mr. Kelly's trying to punch, or you could say spike his, or block his team a ticket to the playoffs, aka the state championship.
Pereira serves. Lopez said a little bit too strong. Gallo took advantage of it. It's set point. Central Falls cannot make a mistake when they fall down 2-0. Wizards pumped. Their fans are pumped. Free ball handled by Lopez. Sauceda for the Wizards. For Gallo, blocked by the freshman. Agbanigo now with 4 blocks. Actually making 5 and 3 kills, unofficially. Colin Kelly wins the set.
That was the best set by far by the Westward Wizards. The offense was on fire.
And it took them 3 sets to get there. West Warwick 2, Central Falls 1. The Wizards are set away from reaching the Division, I was saying Class B, that's going way back. The Division II state tournament final against Westerly. Mike and I will be back with more from the Dan Sylvester Gym in a minute on Wizards TV and on 321. Noise is deafening. Anticipation high. The perspiration, oh, it's been there. West Warwick has taken everything that the Central Falls Warriors can throw at them. And through the efforts of Colin Kelly, they lead 2-1. Now we'll see how resilient those seniors in the blue uniforms are. Out steps Almeida, Demora, Gonzalez, Delumbo, Lopez, and eventually we'll see Rodriguez.
For the Wizards, it's Kelly, Tao, Pereira, Ozzie, Sisson, and Degnan.
Salcida late to the party. Slim will find his way off the back row and go over to the bench. He had a key fourth set. Third. This is the fourth.
John, 50-something years in it and still making mistakes.
Oh, God, yes. Ad nauseum. All part of the game, Mike. All part of the game.
Coach Val's ready. Coach Malloy's ready. We're starting the fourth set.
Tavares is ready to serve. That is not a very good start.
The start abruptly ended.
Ian Degnan looks to take advantage. Wizards 2, Warriors 1. Fourth set, best of 5 with a trip to Rick on the line. Gonzalez, handled by Tau. Osmina, handled by Gonzalez. That's out. Degnan again. Oh, that's good placement by Lopez. However,
carry.
It's going to be
A throw?
Yep.
It definitely looked like it. It looked like he picked the ball up and just threw it.
Yep. Degnan back into play. Good pace. Lopez the set. That try is going to go out. Credit Gonzalez with the kill. 6 for Nicholas.
Coach Malloy's being a little bit more vocal in this set.
Almeida's jump serve. Returns right back for the kill by Ethan Pereira.
Coach Central Falls, Coach Val, she's put her clipboard down and she's just in the game. She's focused.
Val probably wishes she could play.
200%.
Osmina serves. Oh, look at Giovanni Lopez. The senior captain has been a killer. He must have at least a dozen assists.
She looks like she's having a pretty...
Degnan, Gallo, blocked out of bounds. Point to the Wizards.
She's having a pretty tough conversation with number 5.
Meanwhile, Sisson, who basically has been the Lucas Martins for the Wizards, tipped ball, that's an ace.
Is that her second or third?
Third. Yep. Lopez the set. Cross court try. No good. Sisson again. That's an ace. Who's fired up?
Mr. Kelly.
Mr. Kelly, Mr. Degnan, Mr. Sisson, Mr. Osmita, Mr. Gallo. The string ends. Handshakes all around for Liam Sisson. Sauceda back in the lineup. So go right there. That's a perfectly placed serve by Gonsalves. What they call the trade the zero. That soft middle.
Santee slid into second.
Dagnan to Kelly. Long. Now imploring her team. We can do this. We can do this. Kelly looks to put a stop to it. No, it's Gallo, and he does. You know, it's like they eat this up. The competition is so good, they're just eating it up. Give us more. Give us more.
Very sportsmanlike, too.
Yep. Tavares blocked by Kelly out of bounds.
A strong mutual respect from the Wizards in Central Falls.
Rodriguez gets the ball for the Warriors. This to bring it within 2. Gallo, it's blocked. Kelly, it's blocked by Rodriguez. Almeida is blocked. Gallo again. Almeida again, and Kelly's there. They're running out of room.
There's nothing more electrifying than him just getting the crowd behind him on these blocks.
Tavares, easily taken by Osmita to Kelly again. Handled by Abignino. Oh, wow. Kelly again. That one went right through. Second play by me. Agbonino had an opportunity, but Alex was right there. What would you say, giving up maybe about 8 inches or so? To the big freshman?
Yeah. Trying to figure out if I was going to give the ball to Tao or not.
How is it going to stop you? Tavares. Credited with another kill. I mean, you can point to everybody in a blue uniform. You can say, you know what? He did this very well tonight. He did that very well tonight. He passed very well tonight. He blocked very well tonight. That team probably played its strongest match of the entire year. Still down by 4 here. Nothing's over. Dagnan the set. Osmita. Handled there by Perez. Kelly's attempt. And the whistle is going to go right back to Central Falls. Net violation. Up 8-3. It's now 11-8. I'd like one of those, a nice tall glass of lemonade. Tao from the back row. It's Tavares. Kelly, handled by Gonsalves. Tavares to Tao. Dagnan to Kelly. Bang!
John Prince with a little Mike Green call.
Taught him everything he knows.
Mike Breen from the NBA.
Taught him everything he knows.
Really?
Kidding. Kidding. Tavares again. He's had a night.
I was kind of thinking I was referring to Mike Breen.
I started listening to Mike Breen when he was working with Don Imus. Driving down to URI every morning, my 73 Pinto. Sisson blocked. Osmina. Today, not an ace, it's a point. I was watching Val to see if she was going to make a call. 12-10. Osmina, good extension. Nice swing.
I gotta say, she's just as entertaining as the players are. The way she tries to get the group back in the game. It's worked.
Both teams deserve a standing ovation once this one ends. It's been that good. Almeida to the kill. And Anderson says, give me the ball. Lead back down to 2. Degnan shoots it over. Perez. Oh, what a pretty play by the captain. That's going to be too strong. So they get it to within 1 and then give up the ball. Remember, the Wizards started off with an 8-3 lead. Gonsalves tried to pick a spot, unfortunately. The Wizards maintained control. That's in. Gonsalves now with either 6 or 7. I think I might have missed one earlier.
Any fans just tuning in, this is as fun as competitive as it gets.
Gallo blocked. However, it's out of bounds. Agbanigo knocked it away. Kelly's coming back in. That's out. 9 points away.
So this is going to stay on the line.
He's played great. Ooh, missed by a fraction.
There it is again, the signature Parenti Jenks.
Gonsalves. Kelly, it's off the face of the libero Rodriguez. Who wants it? Gallo does. Kelly wanted the rebound. Nope. I think we have a whistle.
He slapped his wrist. I have no idea what that means.
The Wizards stopped playing. Osmina's going to come over again and said, we all heard a whistle, that's why we stopped playing. Can we have a repeat? And now another consultation with the floor official. We'll see if the call gets the Wizards' way here. Another explanation to Alex. Alex trying to be as polite as possible, but he's had 3 or 4 calls now not go his way. Now they're going to call Lopez over. Here comes the decision. Point to Central Falls. Wizards are 0 for 4. Gonzalez pumps it over. Degnan to Kelly. Gonzalez takes care of that. Free ball for Tavares. Gallo is right there. Degnan to Kelly. Drops it down.
Slam dunk.
1,316 kills tonight for Colin Kelly. Wizards by 2. Rodriguez accepts. Kelly gets it over. In the transition. Blocked by Kelly.
Played hot potato for a second and end up with the point.
Down to 7. Pereira with pace to Rodriguez. Tavares. Killer point.
Feels like kind of a revenge kill for what happened to their captain, as Colin Kelly went for the kill shot.
Tavares now with a half dozen. Rodriguez to Osmina. Gallo pumping it over, got the point. Man, what a match. What a wonderfully played match. Jaden Tao. Big slam there. Mancia came into the game, the senior. Haven't seen him in a while. Got the kill they needed. Still very much up in the air here. The Wizards cannot make that unforced error. Kelly, that's out.
These out of balances, these double hits, these 4 hits, the carries, the throws.
Long services. Opposite to Osmina. So Cena didn't realize he needed to play it. Another error. Tied at 19.
Great way to save it by Central Falls and just stay in the point, and they get rewarded for it nicely.
If we go to a 5th game, it'll be a 15-point decision. To see who takes on Westerly. Kelly blocked. Point to Central Falls. They won't go away. They've got the lead. Timeout, Josh Malloy. We'll pause here at the Dan Sylvester Gym. Central Falls leads set 4 by a point. How much fun are you having, Michael?
A lot.
Join the club. Central Falls looking to steal the 4th set away from West Warwick here. Wizards lead 2-1. Osmina got it over. Rodriguez was there. That kill on the far side by Osmina.
And the Wizards are looking to claim their first boys volleyball championship in Wizards history.
The optometrist's dream, 2020. Santiago Saucedo looking for the final 5 points, or at least a portion of them.
Looks like they're wiping up the floor.
Gonzalez saw a wet spot. Rodriguez and Lopez helping out.
We're tied up 20-20.
Saucedo into play to his opposite number, Rodriguez. That's trouble.
Tough play for Central Falls.
Tough break for Tavares, who's played so well tonight.
Hits off the HVAC system, hits off of him, goes right behind him on bounce.
Magic number is 4. Rodriguez accepts. Drop down by Almeida.
There's got to be some frustration setting for the Wizards. They're so close. They're punching that ticket to play Wesley at the Murray Center. This close.
This point is huge. It's going to be up to Liam Sislin. That young man came ready to play tonight.
Wizards 3 points away from punching their ticket to the state finals.
A rare start for Sisson. Shows you how deep they are. Gonsalves got it over. Tawa's there. Trouble here. Point to Central Falls.
And for Central Falls, they got to win this and another one, and they'll punch their ticket to play Wesley at the Murray Center.
Wonder if several Bulldogs are watching on 3-2-1 and learning something. Wouldn't be surprised if somewhere in the crowd they're here. That's going to be a foot fault.
Wizards are 2 points away from punching their ticket.
Alex Osmina is ready. For Gallo. West Warwick on the footsteps, but not before Val calls timeout.
Well, John,
Kelly just knocks Lucina down.
for Central Falls, this is key. They get match. This is what, match point?
This is match point.
Wizards are 1 good point away from punching their ticket to see Wesley at Murray Center. And for Central Falls, they have to win this, come back 1 point away from the door, and then win another set.
I'm just going to sit back and watch it all unfold. Alex Osmina for semifinal point. I don't know about you, Mike, but I thought that the lumber was over the net.
Central Falls stays alive for another point.
Giovanni Lopez says, not me. this to keep it alive and send it to extra play. They can't win it at 25-24. They have to win by 2. Lopez, one look at the volleyball. It's in play. Gallo. Ethan Pereira won it. And the Wizards are going to Rhode Island College to play the Westerly Bulldogs for the D2 championship.
John, now the question is, do you want to do a post-game interview? And who's it going to be with?
Of course. I want Liam Sisson.
What about Colin Kelly?
I want Colin Kelly.
Malloy too?
I want Coach Malloy.
I will walk over right now. We'll let them do their little post-game celebration.
Eric. Back at the Dan Sylvester Gym, the Wizards move on to play Westerly in the Division II State Championship. John Prunty, Mike Dennis, and Liam Sisson, who we haven't heard an awful lot of from you this year. You came ready to play tonight, my friend.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, you get put in the lineup. You know your jobs. You know what you're doing. You know what your job is. What did Coach tell you before the match?
So before the match, I'm not always an outside, a right side or a middle. I just right side. He told me before the match, don't like. I'm sorry, I've never had an interview before.
Congratulations.
It's all about placement. I've been practicing right side and middle in practices, and I've been improving every single practice. And he just wanted me to put that out there, show him what I could do.
They threw a bunch of stuff at you. They were not easy to play.
Yeah, and if you saw, we had a struggle in the middle, one of our rotations, and we cleaned that up. And it's all about resilience, and that's what we do.
Now it's Westerly on Saturday.
Yeah, we've played Westerly before, and I played against Westerly. We know what to do, and we're ready. We're prepared.
How confident is this team going in?
Can you repeat?
How confident is this team going in?
We're very confident. We want that win. We want it so bad. We want it more than Westerly.
Liam, congratulations. Great effort. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Move over because that big guy is next to you. Colin Kelly, what couldn't you do tonight?
I don't know, man. I just went out there, did the best I could, left it all out there.
I talked to Liam. We saw it. Mike and I were talking about the entire game. They threw everything but the kitchen sink at you guys.
They sure did. They have a great team, great group of guys. We just had to come out there and deliver.
Westerly, Saturday.
Yes, sir. We faced them before. Maybe got lucky 3-0, but we're going to come out there with the same attitude, and same confidence, and the same play style. I'm
going to ask Coach the same question, but if there was one elephant in the room tonight, it was the fact that there were maybe too many unforced errors.
What was it?
Too many unforced errors.
Too many forced errors. We'll come in the Westerly, minimize that, come in and play our game.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Colin Kelly, ladies and germs. Coach Malloy, come on over because you're going to get the same question I just asked Colin.
Well, it's fresh for me because I didn't hear it.
All right, well, first of all, congratulations and welcome to state championship against Westerly.
Yeah, no, I think this is a big moment, not just for the kids, but for the program in general. Honestly, it's been a long time since we've been in a position to play in a championship, and obviously it was really nice to get the division title first, but I just want to give my flowers to the CF team. They played a hell of a game. Probably pushed us harder than any other team has this season.
Mike and I fell in love with them. They did a lot of good things right.
Yeah, I agree. You can see we kind of make mini changes in different sets throughout that entire game to adjust to what they're doing defensively, and I really love what their setter does, man. That kid is aggressive, and he moves the floor like no one else that we've played against. So great job to that team, and they did it with a lot less size than a lot of other teams.
Let's talk about your club for a minute, because if there's one thing that we noticed that was underlying in the game is the fact that there may have been too many unforced errors, long serves, misplays at the net, all kinds of little things that added up and started to add up as we approached games 3 and 4.
Yeah, and I will honestly say it started with game 1. We had 7 service errors in game 1. I think a lot of it had to do with being a little bit overly aggressive, trying to use a little more brawn than brain. And, these guys have been in a lot of situations where games have been tight, and I think that they maintain their composure enough to continue to battle through them. But there are some unforced errors, and, it's going to be tightly officiated in these bigger games, and we got to be a little bit cleaner than we were with net balls, service errors. But overall, they were able to keep their composure and, get where we needed to be towards the end of sets.
Liam Sisson gave you a great effort tonight.
Yeah, so Liam has been a big part of a lot of different game plans, and from game to game, we use that position a little bit differently. I know last game you saw a lot of Lucas Martins. Him and Liam have been going back and forth depending on what the game calls for. Lucas is probably one of the most intelligent guys I've ever had in my program. So against smaller teams without the big outside hitting, you see a lot more of him. You see a lot more Liam when I need to spread middle blockers out and take away space from outsides. And he stepped in after being out for a couple of games and did a really nice job. He practices with these guys every day, so I knew it wasn't going to be a big step backwards for him, and he did it early. He had a lot of big serves on his part, so that was huge for us.
Michael?
Coach Malloy, how much can you credit this fan section to being advantageous to this win?
Oh, it was a great crowd tonight. I love it, and our boys feed off the energy. When you have the crowd behind you and those big points, you can see that little extra bounce in your jump when you played a very long 4-set match. This felt like it could have been 6 sets rather than 4. The rallies were long. I mean, it almost went 2 hours and it was 4 sets. So the crowd definitely helps keep the adrenaline up when you start to get a little tired at the end. But, right now I think adrenaline could carry these guys through whatever. They're hyped and they're ready for this game on Saturday.
What's your biggest concern about the Bulldogs?
Oh, their outside block. They got Henry Kenyon's, my opinion, one of the better players in the entire state. And they got Grady Off, 6'4" setter. He's young, he's talented. When you put those two in the front row on a block to the outside, it's like hitting against the side of a wall. So that's our biggest concern.
See you at Rick on Saturday, Coach.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Head Coach Josh Malloy with us in the postgame. Michael, we had fun.
Oh, yeah, John. I think that's one of the best games I've watched all year and through my young broadcasting career. And, again, like I said, the crowd has just been electric, and one of the biggest things they could have fed off was a momentum shift.
See you at least in the cheering section this weekend, I guess, huh? Or are you going to be at work?
I have work, yeah.
Ooh.
I'm trying to get it off. I want to see if I can move my Saturday to Friday, which I usually take off to go to Rick. I'm hoping that Dr. Kristen Hinson will do a little fan bus, and we'll get to see baseball and volleyball on the same day.
Thanks for being with us. Good job.
And just to end off, this is our last game of the year. Right, Mr. White? He's not paying attention. That's fine. For West Warwick High School TV, this is it. And we will see you next year with John Parenti and hopefully one student-produced football game to enter into NESPA for a little award we can win when we go to the conference.
Good luck to you guys. Eric, thanks a lot. Congratulations on a great season again with Wizards TV. For Eric White and his crew, for Mike Dennis, John Parenti, good night. From the Dan Sylvester Gym, where the Wizards advance, beating Central Falls 3-1.